Hello, my teachers. What's up? I'm so super excited for today because I'm filming in my setup after such a long time, maybe like after a gap of 2 months because I was traveling and I know these are not the best times to travel, but I had been to my mom's place and I got a chance to try some more fragrances over there. I will keep on dropping those videos here and there. I scheduled my videos and I went on a trip after scheduling so that I don't feel the guilt of not giving you guys any videos at all for a month. So yeah, now that I'm back and I have been getting so many requests for my top 10 Zara fragrances, and it was such a difficult, I don't know, it was so difficult for me to pick up just 10 fragrances from all the Zaras that I have. But yes, there have been some additions and subtractions to the whole thing here and there. Finally, I have got down to list of 10 fragrances, my top 10 fragrances from Zara. In any of these fragrances, there's absolutely nothing like that this is my most favorite and this is my least favorite. I like all of them equally. So now we'll just jump into it. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be a part of the Peach Pack and tap on the notification bell icon to get notified every time I upload. I'm also super duper active on Instagram and I share about my personal life over there. So follow me on Instagram to connect better with me. So the first one and the newest in my collection is Blossom Blush. It is definitely among my top 10 from Zara because this is so unique. I still don't know what this is a due for because I was almost thinking that this is a due for Paco Rabanne, Pure Excess. I have already talked about this, I think, and it is not. It is such a floral and popcorn fragrance. It has that caramelized buttery popcorn note in the opening. I think it also has a bit of vanilla in it that is giving it that smoothness, and it is so beautiful. Cherry blossom in the dry down, and up close it smells like cherry fruit, and in the air it smells like cherry blossom. But the only problem is longevity. You'll have to keep touching it up every 3 hours. There is no way out for that, but it is such a beautiful fragrance. And if at all I find that what this is a due for, or people figure out someday that what this is a due for, I'll definitely let you know about that. Alright, so the next fragrance, I myself was not too impressed with this one, but when I sat down to make a list of what all are my favorite, I just couldn't leave it behind, and that is Gourmand Addict. This is so similar to the opening. I would say that this is in fact better than the opening of Rihanna Rev Fleur, and it is so similar to the opening of that. And ooh, in winters it smells like champagne and fresh and champagne and bubbly fragrance, and in summers on me it turns super sweet. It is super projective, it is super long lasting, it is totally worth your money. If you're not getting your hands on Rihanna Rev Fleur, it does not have that coconut note in it like Rihanna, because Rihanna tries down to be a powdery coconutty fragrance along with all that peach and patchouli. But this one, it is the champagne fragrance throughout, and the sweetness in it shines a little more on me in the dry down in summer days, not in winter days. So yeah, that I just wanted to mention. So many fragrances have peach in them, but very less fragrances smell like a champagne fragrance. That's what I feel. So yeah, it's that, and it's beautiful. Alright, so the next fragrance has to be a fresh summer fragrance, and my most favorite fresh summer fragrance from Zara, and that is Apple Juice. It's out of stock right now and I'm so sad about it, but I'm waiting. I'm kind of regretting that when the 200 ml pack was available I did not stock it up, and now I'm almost running out of it. I am halfway, even more than halfway down this fragrance. In designers, I would say that Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense is so beautiful if you want to own one summer fragrance. And if in Zara I have to tell you to buy something from their summer collection, I would say then go for Apple Juice. I love it, and all the people who have bought it with my recommendation also love it a lot. There is nobody who has came back saying that they do not like Apple Juice. This does turn like an appley talcum powder in the dry down. So if you are looking for something like that, go for it, go for it. But if you don't like powdery, if you don't want to smell like talcum powder, just stay away from it. This one is everyone's love, and it had to make it into my top 10 list, and that is red vanilla. And you know what, I had a smaller packaging in this. I gave it to my mom. She loves it. My brother, he was like, oh my god, this is the sexiest fragrance on the planet. He was literally like that. I so wanted to film a video with him rating my fragrances, but somehow we couldn't do it, couldn't find the time out to do so. But yes, someday I'll definitely do that. So red vanilla is such a beautiful patchouli fragrance. It has the blackcurrant in the opening, it has the patchouli in the dry down, and tonka beans as well. Some people find it a little musky, but I do not. It turns, the patchouli in it is a little spicy. I don't know how patchouli changes itself with every fragrance. I have absolutely no clue about it. But you know what I know is that patchouli is a mint family plant. What I feel is that it should smell green and it should smell fresh, but somehow every time when patchouli is added to any fragrance, it just smells different. Somewhere it smells earthy, somewhere it smells green, and then other places it smells like mint. I don't know. I am unable to figure that out. But red vanilla is so sexy. The only problem is the longevity on this one. But this is such a beautiful, fruity in the opening, sweet, super, super sweet. And though I have been using this DNA for such a long time, and I have bagged up it in the 200 ml bottle, but still, even after using it for so long and after telling you guys in a few videos that I've got bored of this DNA, I still love it a lot. Whenever I take a break and go back to this, there is nothing like red vanilla, and I still love it a lot, and I still feel that this is so sexy. I know this DNA has been redone in so many fragrances and cloned in so many fragrances, and so it is so much available out there right now, trust me on that. But still so beautiful. By the way, this is a dupe for La Vie Belle. I'm not going to tell you the dupes for everything, but yeah, a few here and there I might. Next among my top 10 has to be okay, listen, before I go any further, I just want to tell you that I am not somebody who is into sharp and screechy or sharp or metallic musky fragrances. I just don't like them too much. There are some that I enjoy, but then I don't love them. And my personal choice is, even if it is summertime, I go for the smooth ones, something with freshness and smooth. So all the fragrances that you'll find in here are generally smooth in the dry down, because I don't like that screechy or metallic muskiness in the dry down or sharpness in the fragrances. So next one is Rich Form Addictive Tobacco. It had to be here. You guys know that I love this fragrance so much. This is such a calming honey, tobacco, dark coconut, and woodiness, like all the good things mixed in here, made into this beautiful syrupy fragrance. More than this, I am suggesting guys to buy 9.0 because simple reason, that is more spicy, more manly, and more sexy on a man. I think I'm gonna get that one for my husband for sure. This is such a calming fragrance. This is the bedtime fragrance. This is the love making fragrance, the being with your family, being with your loved ones fragrance, being at peace kind of fragrance. This is that kind of fragrance. So super syrupy, can't get enough of it. And I so wish that I get my hands on Ebony Wood very, very soon, because that is such a beautiful blend of clove and woodiness. We are moving on to the fragrance that I have talked so much about. I think there is absolutely no video from Zara, like no collection video from Zara, that I've not included this in, and I'm talking about Black Amber. It's not available right now. I know that's sad, but wait for a while. Like you know what Zara is doing, that they are making the fragrances available for a day or two, and then they are again putting it in out of stock. I don't know, maybe they are getting out of stock. I have no clue what's happening, but yes, keep checking Zara fragrances every single day. If you get your fragrance, just order it. So I so wish that I get this one in 200 ml, or if not that, at least another 100 ml bottle, because I've been very carefully using it and very judicially using it because I don't want to run out of it. And this is a beautiful fruity floral vanilla sweet fragrance. This is, I think, among the Zara's, this one is the most sweet. I said that Gourmand Addict is the most sweet, but the sweetness of Gourmand Addict is very, weather dependable. But in case of this is sweet no matter what. Be it winters, be it summers, it is sweet. In winters, the vanilla shines a little more with that sweetness, and in summers, the citruses in the opening shine more. But that sweetness is consistent. This is such a classy and such a versatile fragrance in my opinion. Like, a working woman can wear this, a mother can wear this, any girl above 22 can wear this, and this is something that will be a definite compliment getter. There is no way that you will not get compliments with this, and also with red vanilla. There is absolutely no way that you can miss out on compliments with these fragrances. As I always say, this is a beautiful balance of all the ingredients in here. Nothing is shining too much. It is a very beautiful, balanced, smooth, soft, sweet vanilla fragrance. I am not a floral fragrance person, but I somehow like this one so much. There are other floral fragrances in my collection, and I definitely do not reach out for them at all. But whenever I wear something classy, whenever I wear something floral, something with a floral print, I couldn't think of anything else but Powdery Magnolia. This is such a beautiful rose, like delicate rose with magnolia, that is adding a little bit of sweetness to the whole fragrance, and powdery dry down. It is a powdery floral fragrance, and for some reason, if you are a floral fragrance person, you have to have this in your collection. This is a Dew for Chloe by Chloe. I like it enough that it has made it to my top 10 list. And I highly recommend this one. I know even this is not available. And somebody suggested a fragrance from S. Oliver. I'm not sure. I'll find that comment and I'll put a picture that this fragrance and that is very similar, because they both are Dew for Chloe. So I'll put a picture of that in case I find it. If you cannot get your hands on this, at least you can buy that one. These last three fragrances, these are my absolute favorite and I can't do without them. The next one has to be Zara Nui. I just absolutely love this fragrance because I'm going more towards the unique fragrance, a little obnoxious ones. This is a sweet vanilla amber, a little bit of nuttiness that I pick up in it, and a little bit of woodiness that I pick up in the dry down. Such a unique, not everyone likes it, but most of you like it, and we are Nui lovers here. I am so thankful for that you guys love the same fragrances as me very much. I want to back up this, and I am eagerly waiting for the 200 ml pack to get back in stock, because this is another long lasting fragrance. It lasts entire day, in fact till the next wash. On my winter clothes especially, I just love this one. I can't get enough of it, I know that for sure. Another sexy fragrance. It is sexy, it is very unique and professional kind of fragrance. It can be another versatile fragrance that can be used anywhere. You can wear it to office, you can wear it to a date, for sure. And this is just versatile in its own way and is very unique in its own way. And I have got so many compliments in this, because there was this time in between around November, December, when corona was not that crazy in our country, and that is when I was wearing this back to back, and I have got so many compliments on this one, so many compliments. The next one has to be Violet Blossom. This is another absolute love of mine that I can wear entire year. I can wear it in winters as well and summers as well, and I'll tell you what, this has easily almost become my signature scent, because I reach out for this very easily. It has the powdery dry down, it has the black grapes and rum note in the opening, and then it dries down to be powdery and a little bit sweet. In the summer times it's a little bit more sweet. You know, those screechy ones, they turn sweaty on me, but these soft ones, these smooth fragrances that are smooth and powdery in the dry down, they just turn very, very beautiful on the skin. And even with the sweat, that is why I prefer these more. That pungent fragrance that these fragrances like these screechy ones develop, I just hate that. Whatever situation, I cannot go wrong with the smooth ones and the sweet ones, and they'll always turn out beautiful and they'll project more when my body heat goes up. So for that reason, I love Violet Blossom. It is just my absolute love. This and the next one, like these last three ones are just like my absolute favorite, and I have a backup of 200 ml of this one. Last one is Gardenia. I still have not got over this fragrance. I still love it a lot. I still wear it a lot. It is long lasting on me, maybe not 8 hours but 6 hours for sure. I do not talk about the longevity on skin at all because I am not a fan of putting fragrances on my skin for testing out their longevity. I do test them out on my skin, but on an everyday, I am not a person who sprays fragrances on my skin. So I am more of a spraying fragrances on clothes kind of person, and I'm an oversprayer. Such a beautiful coffee note, like sweet coffee with woodiness in the dry down. Such a beautiful fragrance. Still can't get over it. It's not available again, but I have found another dupe for it, which is higher in price. It is a perfume from Woman's Secret, if I remember it right, and it is the gold one. So I'll put a picture of that. This is tad bit sweeter than that one is much more closer to black opium, but yes, my preference is Gardenia because I am a sweet fragrance lover and I am a smooth fragrance lover. But that is also not bad. I was so amazed when I tried it in the store and I was like, oh my god, this is so this is just spot on Gardenia for me, but with a little bit of less sweetness in it. And the performance was also pretty decent. So I'll put a picture of that, and if I could, I'll link it in the description as well. All these fragrances that I'm talking about, I'll link them in the description so that you can find your fragrance, just in case. Gardenia for me is such a beautiful daytime fragrance, a nighttime fragrance, a formal date, a formal dinner kind of fragrance. I wear this on special days like my birthday or my anniversary and days like that. I do wear it here and there as well when we are going and meeting people. So among these, the most used ones would be Apple Juice, Violet Blossom, and Nui, and also Red Vanilla. So Gardenia is the last one, and I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope you found this video helpful and liked it and enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Don't forget to comment below and share your thoughts about your top 10 fragrances from Zara or whatever you want to share with me. Just share your list with me down below so that we can see that what are your favorites and what are my favorites. Till then, keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good, and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.